What is up, Internet? Welcome to episode 16 of a hodgepodge of information. Stuff you might want to know, but you probably don't. You may remember episode 12. We talked about two of my favorite alternative cell phone coverage maps, Sensorly and RootMetrics. When I produced that video, I did intentionally leave out a third product called OpenSignal due to the fact I didn't like their old UI. I didn't like how their product used to function. During that time, one of the developers of the site commented on the video. His name is James, and let me know that they actually changed a lot of the site. And so I went, took a peek, and I'm actually really pleased with the results. It looks a whole lot better. I think it functions a lot better, and I think it's something that you might want to know about. And so since this is a hodgepodge of information, I wanted to bring it to you and show you what hard work they've been doing. So this is a map of Columbus, Ohio, we see over here. And so what OpenSignal does is it actually shows you dynamically, based upon how far you've zoomed in, the best coverage and the worst coverage, the rankings, all that fun stuff for each of the cell phone providers. And so for this case, you can see it ranks T-Mobile as having the best coverage. The point to note is that this is based off of user-reported data. And so if somebody has really great coverage and there's no one there to report it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's not there. But it's something cool to look at. So if we zoom in here to a specific area of the city, we can see that it changes. And so now Verizon has the best coverage, followed by T-Mobile, at&t, and Sprint. It's 63% better than coverage worldwide, but 10% less than the U.S. average. You can look and see, let's limit it down to just 4G. And so, excuse me, as the map loads, we can see that the 4G coverage is it's a little bit different, but not a whole lot, but is much better than the worldwide average, and it's better than U.S. average. And so earlier it said that it was not as good as the U.S. average. It was actually less, and now once we've limited it down to just 4G, it says it's better. So maybe the 4G coverage is actually pretty solid. We look down here in this bottom right-hand corner. It ranks them individually, and so then you can filter by one network and see this is all the data points from just T-Mobile. This is all the data points from just Verizon. I really like it, and I think it is a really interesting way to look at cell phone coverage. One other thing that they do that none of the competitors do is actually map the towers. And so if we click over here on this towers button, that flips on the towers for all networks. There we go. So we can see Verizon's towers are all right here. Look at that. And so if you're going to a specific place and maybe the coverage isn't actually mapped on the site, but you know that there is a tower relatively close, that would give you a really good indication on your actual experience in the future. And so if we flip it over, you can see here's the full gambit of the actual tower distribution for various cell phone providers. So I really like this website with the redone map and UI. I think it is now competitive with RootMetrics and Sensorly, and I recommend you check it out. I'll link it up in the description below. Also, special thank you to James for bringing this to my attention. I realize that I don't have a lot of subscribers or viewers right now, but I appreciate you taking the time to mention that you guys are doing good work. And so I want to recognize that and appreciate that. From one cell phone consumer to another, more transparency is never a bad thing. So this has been episode 16 of a hodgepodge of information, stuff you might want to know, but you probably don't. And this is OpenSignal. Go check it out. Bye.